Hey everybody, how's it going? It's been a while since I did an update. I just posted very quickly a few days ago a little fashion shoot that was happening that I was working on, but it's been long overdue. Thank yous to Tobacco Row. Thank you so much, man, for the package of tobacco. We traded, I sent him some Samuel Gawith 1792 and Full Virginia Flake and a couple cigars, and he sent back a ton of tobacco and some tobacco, some rope tobacco, which I've never had. Looks really good. And you had mentioned that you have a video on your channel. I haven't been able to find it. I looked through it, but I'll do a search and see if I can find, because I don't know how to prepare that stuff. It looks really cool though. I'm smoking some 1Q out of my new to me estate pipe. It's a Stanwell King, and I've really begun to love this shape. I know it's kind of hard to see in here. It's really out of focus, so that doesn't make any difference. But I love this kind of, I believe that's quarter bent, but this has become my new favorite shape. Not too much, not too little of a bend. One of the things I really like about this pipe is it has these kind of ridges cut into it here on both sides. I feel like Vanna White, and my hand fits in there perfectly, so I can just put it in that little deal. Anyway, really like it. Smokes really well, and I actually really like this 1Q. It's not the best tobacco in the world, but it's just a nice little aromatic. Smells really good. And I love getting good deals on. Here's the top. It's got the briar. It's like kind of a freehand kind of thing going on. But I love getting good deals on eBay. It's a good pipe. It's a really beautiful day here in LA. Really clear today, and it almost feels like spring. I can see LA really clearly downtown, and then that way I can actually see a little bit of the ocean, which is really nice. I'll turn the camera around here in a bit. I just downloaded on my Kindle, well, my Kindle app on my iPad anyway, the new autobiography of Mark Twain's autobiography. It's actually kind of cool. The way he wrote it was, what he wanted to do was he wanted to just kind of go to write it as his mind came up with things, with memories and whatnot. So he wouldn't, things wouldn't necessarily be in chronological order. He would just write them down as he thought of them. So I thought that was really cool. It's a lot more of how we think. And he was inspired by writers. I can't remember their names. He was inspired by writers who were trying to be brutally honest with themselves and the audience that was reading their books, and they would try to write excuse me, every just being totally honest, every horrible thing they've done, or their most vile thoughts, and also, you know, great things they've done and all of that, but just being brutally, totally honest. And I can't remember, I was reading the introduction, and I can't remember if it was him, but he was, somebody stated that they didn't think that that was possible. Man, I don't think I could do that. I think we all think some pretty messed up stuff at times, and to be brutally honest about it, I don't know, maybe, I don't know if that's cowardice or normal or what that is, but I do believe that. I think it's very difficult, if not impossible, for any of us to be so brutally honest and write it down and put it out there for the masses to read. So I thought that was really interesting, and that's just the intro. I haven't even gotten into the intro, and I think going into the prologue. All right. Anyway, it sounds really interesting. I think it'll be a really cool read. What he was trying to do was, I think it took him a really long time to write it, and lots of drafts. He would start it and then restart it, and never quite got it finished. Never could get it going, I should say. And then he finally finished it, I think, in April of 1910. And what he wanted to do, I believe he wanted to have some of it put out, but then he wanted to save a lot of it for to be published, released 100 years later. I thought that was really cool. Obviously, along the way, a lot of it, if not all of it, was published. But what the publishers would do, and I think it had to do something with the estate of Mark Twain. But what the publisher would do is he would rearrange it to be to coincide with how he thought it should read. So he would put things in chronological order and put things back, which is not what he wanted, which kind of sucks. I never read any of those anyway, but. Now finally, I think it was, I can't remember when it came out, but there's 3 volumes. I just downloaded the first volume, obviously 100 years later, April 1910, or 2010. It's out. Sounds like it'll be a good book. I don't think I have anything else to talk about. That's about it. Oh, obviously I had to fight a lot of TAD. I bought a lot of tobacco. I've traded quite a bit as well, so I have a lot of new tobacco to try. But I stopped worrying about it. I'm just kind of relaxing and letting it. I'm just doing it, smoking slowly and enjoying it, not worried about having to try everything. So a lot of the tins that I've purchased are still unopened, and I'm starting with a lot of the things that people have traded me because they're in plastic bags. But I did also purchase quite a few pipes, and that'll be another video, along with the Stanwell. My wife even purchased a couple of pipes, and hers are actually much cooler than mine. She has a better eye. Anyway, alright, so I'm going to turn the camera around, and it's kind of rare to see everything so clear all the way to downtown LA and to the ocean, so I'll get that going. Give me a second. I'd be able to zoom in much more, but anyway, there's downtown LA. You guys have already seen that. That's not that interesting. And then all over here, the houses, next door neighbors, and there is the ocean. It's kind of cool we can see that today. It's really beautiful. Yeah. Just do a wider. I can't even tell where the hell focus is. Anyway. These are my surroundings. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you later.